What up? I'm back. Today is the 21st of June. June. What did I do? I have no idea what I did today. I just got through painting. I painted another one. Dude, I love this new canvas stuff. It's insulation. It's cool. I don't know if I like it or it's just something to paint on. And so it's fun. I don't care. Yeah, I think it's just something to paint on, to be honest with you. I just don't care. I just want to paint. I want to lose time. I want to have fun. Because I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. I love it as much as I like talking to people, I guess, and helping people. So just being with people, really. I don't think I'm helping them. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just being me, man. And that's enough. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Life is fun, though. And life is fun. And painting's fun. Painting helps me. So that's my time. And this is my time, too. Like, me talking. Like, this is me in my time. This is so fun. Because, like, 'cause life is crazy. Life is different. I have no idea what I did today, man. So confused right now. Okay, whatever. I don't know. But today was cool. I didn't see the sunset. I saw it for a second, but I was kind of distracted. But whatever. Whatever. I painted this one. I'm listening to the song called "Burn It Down," and I just had fun with it. Man, I have so much fun painting. It's really cool, and then the music just adds such another level to it because it allows me to like just go through some thoughts while I'm painting, and it allows me to like just think about certain things and just laugh about life in general, laugh about everything, and just laugh about why I'm the human that I am, and why I have these laws written on me, and why I do things the way I do them. And it reinforces everything I'm doing. It reinforces the man that I am, the way that I think, the way that I talk. Dude, it's so funny. It's so funny. And it lets me know that I'm on the right path. And it lets me know that I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And dude, it helps me. Every day is so crazy because the things that I deal with today, I set up yesterday. And people will not understand it. People cannot understand it. When I speak, I'm speaking on a different level. Yeah, it's all over the place and it's crazy, man. And but if you can't understand it, you're not ready for it. You're just not ready for it. You got stuff you got to deal with on your own before you can even expect to deal with another human being's brain. And I think that's a lot of all of this. Is the things that I talk about, it's mine. It's me. It's my perspective, and it's nobody else's. And I could give a fuck less whose it is. Who thinks or wants to tell me the way I should think, because they've never lived in my shoes. They've never lived in my shoes, ever. You don't know, and it's cool though, because I've gotten so much better at respecting other people's point of views. But it's still weird because sometimes it's combative, and I'm trying to figure out how to deal with it because it's just weird because I accept everyone's point of views, but I'm like, but wait a minute, there's still multiple points of views. And for us to say that somebody else's point of view is not that way, and then to fight about it and to be super strong hold on that, it makes zero sense to me. Because I know my point of view is different than everyone else's. And I've had to give myself grace, and I've had to forgive myself for things that I thought was the right way to look at it, and then have to change them. And have to take pride and ego and say I was wrong. And that's fine. And that's part of growing, because no human is right all the time. They're not. And as you grow older and your perceptions change and you get more experiences, your thoughts, your laws, your rules are going to change. It's just like the world. We see this now. We're going through time and everything is changing. Our rules are having to change. For the better or worse, we're not talking about that, but they're changing. Because as a collective, people are choosing to do other things and live another way. So rules are changing. They have to change. We cannot go by a set of rules that were created who knows when and changed how many times by different leaders in the world. We cannot do that. That makes zero sense. Like zero sense. There are some rules that make sense always, like don't infringe on other people's free will. Keep your hands to yourself. Unless you're welcomed in. Like, come on, you can touch me. But whatever. Who am I? Who am I to say? These are rules for me. I keep them. I don't care what you guys do. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch something you don't understand, so don't touch me. That should be the rule. That should be the rule. Don't touch something you don't understand. That should be the rule. It means you shouldn't touch yourself either, because you don't understand yourself. Until you understand yourself, don't touch yourself. I'm crazy, bro. I'm fun. I'm having fun. I'm loving life. It's crazy. Life is fun, man. I can't wait until I meet someone that I can communicate with completely. Just put it that way. Well, I can talk to them like I'm talking to myself now. That will be weird, bro. That will be, I don't know what I'll do. I may be deer in the headlights, like, just, I don't know, man. But if I meet someone who's like me, bro, dude, we're going to be the best of friends ever. And, whatever, because that's crazy, man. Because the way I think, dude, it's different. And it sucks. What sucks about all of this is being a chameleon and understanding people. Like, it's always a battle when I meet people and talk to them, because I kind of form into who they want, and I dial back a lot of stuff because I can't go full Cody on people, man, because they're not ready for it. They're not ready for it. And I know I trigger the piss out of people, and I love it. Because it's for growth. Triggering people is for growth. It always has been and always will. Every time you get triggered, guaranteed, it's something you need to look at for yourself. You need to look at it at yourself. So, like, if someone triggers you, instead of thinking about that other person, just put your name in front of it. I did this. Why is this triggering me? Why do I feel this way? It's because it's something you're doing. It's something inside of you. That's what this world is. This world is nothing but mirrors. I saw something where the guy talked about how every time you're talking to somebody else, you're literally just talking to yourself. And it makes perfect sense to me. Because I'm growing every conversation I have with people. I'm looking at stuff that reflects me and the way I need to approach things, what I need to work on, what I need to change, what I need to look at. If I'm hurting somebody's feelings, if I'm doing this or doing that and it's wrong in somebody else's eyes, and someone tells me about it, then I have to reflect on it for myself and then be the judge of myself and judge whether or not I need to change my actions or not. And a lot of it, I don't. A lot of it is hilarious to me because it's based on, I see it from a different perspective. I see it from a higher perspective. I see it as a collective. I see it from multiple viewpoints where I can see that, yes, everyone's perspective is right and it's fine. But if that perspective causes you harm or discomfort, then you need to change it. There's no reason why someone should have power over you unless you have a power problem. And when someone comes in and puts you in your place or says something you don't like and you get defensive about it, it's because you just lost power and you only want power over other humans. And so when someone is standing up for themselves and when someone is walking around with their head high and someone's living in their own mind and not giving a fuck what anyone else says, it's going to trigger you. But once you take away expectations and you understand that you cannot control anyone and you shouldn't want to control anyone, you're free. You're free. You won't let somebody else, live rent free in your head. And that's fun to me. It's hilarious. Hilarious. It's so funny, man. But yeah, whatever. Today was cool. I was kind of excited about this talk to see what happens. I was very excited about painting because it's so fun to me. So fun. Then when I talk a lot, I get tired. I guess I just need more oxygen. Every time you yawn, your body's just wanting oxygen. But whatever, man. This song is cool, man. It's called Burning It Down. And like in my head, when it came on today, I was like, dude, I'm just ready to burn it all down. Like, just all these old concepts. The old Cody completely. I'm ready to walk away from all of it. All of it. Every tie to the past that I have. I'm really done with it. And no, I'm not talking about all of it. I'm just talking about the majority of it. Anything holding me back, any kind of limiting beliefs, any kind of dogma, definitely any kind of dogma. I'm done with that. I'm making my own dogma in my head, or what? I'm making my own rules, man. I'm done with the old. If I take knowledge in when I meet people and when I'm spending time with myself and my creators. When I have no other influences, it's just me right here talking. And I'm ciphering through all the knowledge, all the experiences in my head. And I'm forming new ideas, new wants, new desires. They're mine. They're mine. It's my dictionary. Yeah, it's got information written from many, many people. But I'm collaborating all that information and then I'm choosing what I want to believe based on that information and how I want to carry out my life. And that's why, like, I have to step away from everyone because everyone's perspective is theirs. It's not mine. I can't have this cloudy judgment, and I can't have thousands of people yelling in my ear telling me how I'm supposed to live my life or how I'm supposed to do what I do. Like, that's dumb. That's just stupid to me. And it's not saying that some people don't have good input and good information and that they're not smart and that I shouldn't respect what they say. What I'm saying is the majority of people I shouldn't. And I'm not gonna. And then some people I do. And some people I'm welcoming to. And it kind of seems to me it's not people that it's how I spend time with people. This is why I don't spend time with certain people, and this is why I spend time with other people. And I don't spend time with a lot of people. I really don't, to be honest with you. I spend time with myself. Like, if I was to map out how much time I give to myself versus other people, I would still be giving myself more time. Every time. And I like it that way. And that's why I say I hope I meet someone that's kind of on the same level with me, equally yoked or whatever, because then it won't be, it'll be different, and there won't be one over the other, or one who thinks they're over the other, and vice versa. Like, it won't be a power dynamic, it won't be a power grab, it won't be one trying to dominate the other, or vice versa. And when it's like I look back at my family life, it's always been some kind of weird power dynamic. Everyone wants power over you. Everyone wants influence over you. And it makes zero sense to me. It's made zero sense to me since I was little. And maybe if, at no point in my life does that make any sense. It makes zero sense to me. So I just want the best for everyone. Like, no matter what, at the end of the day, I just want the best for everyone. And if that causes me to if I have to trigger you to do that, then I'll do it. I like it. It's fun. Because all I do is get triggered all the time. Like, it's fine. It's part of life. It's part of growing. Take that trigger and then understand why you're getting triggered, and then go fix that problem. But it's all about you. It's so funny that everything is about you. Everything is about you. Everything. If you're happy, it's because of you. If you're sad, it's because of you. If you're mad, it's because of you. Like, literally. And it all just has to do with loving yourself and forgiving yourself from whatever that someone else is shaming and guilting you for. That's what's funny. Shame and guilt, bro. And really the only reason why I can say that is because I'm not running around being mean to people, infringing in their free will. Like, I'm not have malice on things. I'm being the best version of me. I'm being good. I'm trying to be nice. I try and love everyone. If it was different and I was running around being a bastard, then none of this stuff really applies. It only really applies once you're right with yourself and right with your creator. But you have to be right with yourself. You can't be running away from you and spend all your time in religion and trying to follow all these laws, and you're not even giving yourself time. You don't even love yourself because you're so engulfed in something else, some external force. That's not what God intended. Like, if you're a creation, you need to look at your creation and love it completely. And in doing so, you're loving your creator because your creator created it. You have to give yourself time. You can't neglect the creation and then truly love your creator. Like, that's not how it works. Like, you hate the creation, but you love the creator? That makes zero sense. They're one and the same. And I know this for a fact, because it's almost like this. It's almost like if you, like, you don't use, well, I guess not. I don't know. Those are all tangible items. They don't make any sense. They're not, whatever. It's just you, yeah. I mean, you're the creation. So love yourself. Because you're the only thing you can control right now. You can't control other creations. You think you can, but ultimately, if you want someone to do something for you, like, you can manipulate them, but they're still making the choice on their own. You may trick them into thinking that there's no other option, or that you have money over them, or you house them, or you do all these things for them, and in doing so, they feel guilty, and then they do what you ask because they feel guilty about it because you're making them feel guilty. that you owe them everything. And that's not the point of helping people. It's never been the point of helping people. I've watched this since I was little, bro. This is why I built up so much resentment, and this is why I was angry a lot. Because everyone was helping everyone, and not everyone was doing this. But I always just saw, like, someone would help. This is why I do not ask for help. This is the one reason why I do not ask for help. Because the majority of people, there's alternative motives on it. There's always alternative motives on it. Every single time. And I've tried my damnedest to help people and then walk away and never see them again. Or not want anything in return because... And sometimes I fail at that. Sometimes I fail. Because I don't ever want to owe people to owe me anything. Like, I don't want that feeling. I don't want it. Because I felt that my whole life where I owed everyone everything. This is why people won't understand the way I do things. And the way because I've lived my life in one perspective, knowing that everyone else is capable of doing this. I lived my life in a way to where I can help people and never tell a fucking soul that I helped them. I can live my life helping people and never bring it up again and instantly forget that I've done it. And no one knows about it. And if you read your Bible and you're a Christian and you believe in that stuff, that's literally what it says. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand does. Meaning you can't ever bring up the fact that you helped somebody again. Otherwise you're failing at that proverb. You know, and that's what I find so funny in this world is you're supposed to help people freely. And that's why I'm torn, because I want to help people freely with my time, or with my thoughts, or with my perspective, or just listening to them, even if I'm helping them or not, just freely giving them time. And then not talk about it. I've talked about it some. I have, I guess. But a lot of that is just me forming, I know my purpose, which is to help people, just listen to people, and just inspire people, and just be myself. And that sucks now that I say that, but the majority of the stuff I'm never going to tell anyone about it. I don't care. I don't want any recognition. Fuck it. But that's the point. Like, you're supposed to just make it so you don't remember doing it. And it's cool, man. It's not, because I think humans, they definitely don't understand that they're doing it a lot of times. And they want to help people. They like helping people. But they don't know that they're forming shame and guilt on other people. So I did it in a way where I will help people, but I don't ask for help in return. So I never have to put shame and guilt on somebody or make them obligated to help me because I've helped them. Like, that's dumb to me. And that's the only way I can figure out how to do it right. Because I'll help you and ask for nothing in return for all of eternity. Or try my best. And that's how I've lived my life. And that's how I've tried to get away from that window of tit for tat type stuff. Because that's what it is. I helped you move, so now I'm moving, so you need to help me. That kind of stuff. The unspoken contracts that's all over this world where, you know, and it's the worst in family, bro. It's the worst in family. That's why I don't care about family, because to me it's always been fake. It's always been what I can do for you, you can do for me, and then it's all encased in the letter family, or in the word family. That's why I don't understand that. I don't understand it at all. Because it's just a broken system. And it's just because you were born by them and I was born there, like, I owe you nothing. And you helped me freely, bro. Like, I don't owe you nothing. And that's what it's supposed to be. I'll help you anyways. But my grace is up on that. My grace is up on that past. On the 35 years of my life, my grace is gone. And that's cool, because it's super freeing. And I'm going to continue to do what I do. And every year it's going to be even better and better. And I'm going to get stronger in myself and my willpower. And that past is done, man. It's written. It's in the books. It's for the birds. And I'm never going back. Ever. I've already made my mind up. I made my mind up a long time ago about it. And people will get pissed off at it. But look at yourself. Why you get mad? You know? Why? Figure that out. Come to me and talk. We'll talk. I'll talk to anyone. You reach out to me. You step over your pride and ego and come talk to Cody. I'll talk to anybody. And we'll start a new chapter right then. Every interaction's new. But my past is done. The rules of the past are done for me. They're gone. The contract was written up. The day my mom passed away, invisible contract that tied me to my past was ripped up. It was gone and I was free. And no one will understand that except me. But when the weight of your world, when the weight of your shoulders fall off for no reason, and you can breathe for the first time in your life, then you'll understand. When you had no control over that and it just disappeared, it just left, and you can't explain it other than just it's done, it is finished, whatever it was. It's weird, bro. And I'm not questioning that. I'm not questioning that the weight of the world is off my shoulders. I'm not questioning that because it's the greatest thing that ever happened. The greatest feeling was being able to freaking breathe for yourself, to be able to think for yourself, to just be whoever the hell I want to be for myself and not have to worry and care about what anybody thinks and what it looks like to somebody else. I just don't care. Because the one woman that I cared at all because I surrendered everything to her was gone. And that sucks. It sucks, but if it got me to this point right here, right now, I'm sitting in my truck, I just got through painting on some insulation that I bought a year ago that I knew I was going to paint on a year ago. In my head, I knew I was going to at some point, and I put paint on there to see it, to test it, and it said soon. And then now the soon is here. Like, people won't understand this, bro. And it's so funny to me. It's hilarious. It's hilarious living rent-free in people's heads, man. It's fun. It's embarrassing. It makes me feel bad for humanity. But on the bigger scale, that's what we're doing. Like I said, this is why I watched the movie last night. I watched Sonic 2. It was a pretty cute movie. It was pretty cool. I liked it. It was a good movie. But like I said, usually I do not give my time to other human beings. I do not give it, other than music. I listen to music every day. But throughout the day, like I'll listen to this talk tonight, probably twice before I go to sleep. And then I'll listen to this talk again tomorrow, probably 4 or 5 times throughout the day. I'm giving myself time. I'm brainwashing myself with me. Because, you know, whatever content you're listening to, whatever you're surrendering your attention to, that's what's brainwashing you. That's what's making your thoughts the way they are. What information you're taking in. It's choosing your likes and dislikes. And like, dude, it's scary, bro. It's super scary to think that where you give your attention to, that's where your mind is going. That's where your mind is forming. That's where your mind is growing towards. Super weird, bro. And that's why you need to be equally yoked. And that's why people become so stubborn in their ways. Especially like, and that's what sucks about a husband and wife. Like, I'm thinking about it now. It's like, unless you guys are on a path to constantly check yourself and grow and have new ideas, like after a while, like you guys just quit growing and you guys just feed off each other, and like that's fine, but you're just stagnant for the rest of your life, whatever that time is. And it's the same with your friend groups. It's the same with people you hang out with, and that's why I like cycles. That's why I like cycles. Like, you got to think of like, this world is telling us how to live. I mean, I haven't thought this thought through yet. But I am now. So I'm thinking it through now. But seasons, you have winter, summer, fall, and spring. And not in that order. But just in a secular cycle, you have months. You have the moon cycle, you know, and then the sun just kind of does whatever. The sun has a cycle as well. Why is the world set up in cycles? As far as the tangible nature part of Earth, the growing seasons, when animals have babies, a cycle of how long it takes to grow a baby. You know, animals are different than humans. Everything is a cycle. But why is it that humans continue to do the same thing over and over and over again? That is insane. That's insanity. But yet, all the world around us is telling us how we should be living. We should be living in cycles. We should change everything up. We may have to migrate between each season. We have a season to plant. We have a season to harvest. Like, it's so confusing to me when what I see, when I shove humans out of the equation, I see how I'm supposed to be living. And then when I look at humans, I'm like, what? I'm so confused. But I know, like, I'm supposed to be going through cycles. I have to go through cycles. Constantly grow. Rain seasons where I can, you know, get enough nourishment and then grow. Once the clouds go away and the sun comes back out. Like, it's just... It's me, man. I know that I have to go through cycles, man. And I cannot be with the same group of people forever. I just can't. I have to go do my time and then go somewhere else and then start anew. Like, you have to be a wanderer. And you don't have to be. Not everyone has to be like me. Not everyone has to live this life. But I do. And I cannot just do the same thing over and over again for all of eternity. It just doesn't happen. You know, and maybe I won't have to talk forever. I like this. It makes sense to me. This is one little cycle, one little habit that's just part of my daily routine. And then the rest of my routine changes. But me giving myself time is not... It's something that's always going to be there. Maybe I'll have to give myself time in other ways in the future. Dude, I don't know, dude. I got a cantaloupe in my truck and it smells amazing. But, I don't know. That's how I look at it. And it's like I've been so stagnant in the same place for so long. It's like I got to go. I got to finish some stuff up and hit the road and go. And don't look back. Never look back. You know, that's what's so crazy is, like, if you look at the Bible, you got Lot and his wife, they're running, and the angel's like, don't look back, and she looks back, turned to saw, she was done. And I know for a fact, I cannot look back. I cannot look back at the 35 years. I can't look back and get back into that cycle that was meant for back then. I can't go back to the way I used to live. I can't go back to those thoughts. I can't go back to those people that that haven't changed. Like, I can't go back to that. I'm never going back to that. It makes zero sense. You either come up to me or I'm not going back. You know, I'll talk to you. I'll spend some time with you. But I'm not going back. I'm not going back to hell, because that's what it was. It was a hell that I ultimately created myself based on my perceptions, but there was other people with me and they liked it there, and I'm not going back. You have fun in hell. You have fun. I'm not. I'm living life the way it is. and I enjoy it. And I'm having fun, and I'm sinning less than anyone. That's what's so funny based on these rules. That's the funniest thing, is I thought about it, like when I kind of stepped away from religion for a minute, and are all the rules, I would just say that. When I stepped away from all the rules, I was like, dude, I don't sin hardly ever based on these rules. But I sin less now that I step away from it and made my own rules that kind of come into guideline with the old rules, It's like, this is so funny to me. It's when you're controlled, it makes you, I don't know. The way I see it is it makes you sin more. Because everything's a sin, and then you just live in fear all the time, and you live in shame and guilt. You're not happy. And it's like, I'm happy, dude. I'm painting in my bedroom, doing whatever I want to do. Like, I'm having fun, not bothering anybody, not hurting people, not being malice or mean. Just minding my own business. Maybe I'm sinning against somebody because they don't like it. I don't know. I don't care. You create your own world, man. You create your own demise. You're your own worst enemy. And I'm not an enemy of me. I'm my buddy. I'm my friend. My dark side is me. The mean version of Cody can come out. He doesn't come out much. And I'm kind of chilled back in now. He's been with me for a couple days. I don't know when I brought him back. But I don't have to bring him back out. He's just having fun still. He's part of it. He's part of my art. He's part of this. He's part of that. Like, he's part of me now again. And I have those skills, and I do not want to use them. Because I honestly, like, I like triggering people. I like knowing that I trigger people just based on me being nice. I don't want to trigger people, and I don't want to put them in their place by me bringing out something other than that. I'll do it to protect myself, but I don't want to do it because it's mean. It seems mean. It's not even mean, to be honest with you, because it's protecting myself, and I can do it in a way that's less harmful than others. But I'm not in control of how people receive it. I'm not in control of how people's feelings get hurt. I'm just not. I'm not. But whatever, this painting that I did was cool, man. And I got a couple weird things in it. And it's so weird sometimes because when I do paintings, sometimes the finishing product is not the steps of the process. So there could be other stuff in that art that I've created in that art, but yet got covered up with paint through another level of paint. And I guess now that I'm videotaping it, it kind of changes stuff a little bit where people can actually see what I'm putting in my art. It's not like subliminal crap. It's just whatever I go through during the painting process, whatever stuff that I'm painting in my art and then covering it up because I do not like it. I don't like the way it looks, but it had to be there. Like the shape and stuff had to be there, or whatever I was putting in it had to be there for a reason. Based on me exiting out something. Out of my body, out of my person, out of my subconscious. And I don't know, because it's a lot of stuff's going through my head right now. There's a lot of religious stuff that I'm trying to deal with. Because I'm still just trying to figure it all out on the bigger scale. And I just do not like religion. It makes zero sense to me. It's only, to me, it's just a game of control, hierarchy, narcissist world. And it's super weird to me, man. It's super weird because like I said, I still battle the narcissist stuff all the time. And so I know the only difference between me and other humans is I'm actually looking at myself, if that's the right word, introspect, looking at my life, looking at the things that I do, why I do them, how I say things, power dynamics. I'm constantly looking at that, and I'm constantly face checking myself. I'm constantly pride and ego checking myself. because I know that I do have those controlling issues. And so when I know that I'm constantly battling this, and then I look at the rest of the world and I'm going, but no one else is really battling those. So either they have all those traits that I do, and they do, and they're not facing it, or they have all those traits that I do and they just don't know that they do. And some people know that they do and they don't look at it, and some people don't know that they do it, and they won't grow until they start looking at it and they start understanding and trying to change it. But really, at the end of the day, it all just comes down to money. Every single time. Because it's just so... It's ingrained in us. It's just so ingrained in us. And I gotta figure that out. I gotta figure it out bad. Because I gotta overcome it. And in order for me to overcome it, I have to use it. And I have to be comfortable using it. I have to be comfortable getting it. And it's only my battle. Other people may not have this battle. I do. And it's part of that old 35 years of my life of probably, like I said, putting money on a pedestal, like thinking that it would have solved a lot of our problems growing up. Because if we would have had money, then my mom wouldn't have to work so much, and then she could have loved us. Or gave us more time, and who knows, whatever. It's a lot of stuff, like, whatever. You could blame money for everything, really, and then you could also make it a king where it solves every problem too. So it just depends on your perspective. And like I said, I'm just trying to. I live extreme, so I'm just trying to be the opposite and then find balance in the middle. I gotta live with money. I gotta live without money. I gotta and then find the balance and how to use it the most efficient way, and just be okay with it. And I'm there because I understand it's just a tool, and it doesn't change me as a person now. Because I'm still the same. I'm still gonna freely give it away to people. That's just me. I don't care about it, and whatever. I'll sacrifice myself for other people any day, all day. Like, that's my weakness, man. It's always been my weakness, and it will continue to be my weakness. The only difference is I drew a line in the sand and said I'm not gonna continue to freely give my time and my money to my past. My past is done, and I'll still give them some time, but I'm not giving them much because it's done. It's done. My past is done. I don't have time for that. I have my future to look forward to. I have my new mindset I got to give time to. I got to give time to myself and the future, man. Like, really, like I can't live in the past and the future at the same time. Well, I can't live in the now and the past at the same time. You can't. You can only live in one. And one makes me happy, and one sucks. And so I choose to live in the one that makes me happy. And so I choose to live in the now. And that's what's weird, is like always having to bring up the past, which is fine. Like, I mean, I'm bringing up the past to beat it. So, I mean, yeah, I live in the past for an hour, right? Sometimes, or a day. But when I'm by myself, I'm not in the past anymore. I'm in the present, other than when I'm talking and trying to talk through stuff. So it's a small bit of time. But as soon as I step out of my truck and I go inside, like, I'm in the present again. And I'm and even if I'm listening to my talks, yeah, you could say that they're a little bit of past, a couple hours in the past, and the next day they're 12 hours into the past. But once it's done, it's done. That's the only point. Is like, once the noon day comes, the next day, and I make a new talk, then that's gone. I draw a line in the sand and I throw it behind me, and I don't look at it again. I don't listen to it again. I don't give it time anymore. I did my 12 hours or 24 hours in one day, and I listened to it, and then I'm done. It's easy. hit it and forget it type of deal, man. I don't know why I always say that. It's just funny to me. But it's such an easy way to live, man. It's so much easier to live this way. And I don't know, I see it. I see me getting back into the balance of life and balancing back the real world, which is my world, and then the fake world, which is everything else. The world that was created by man that I want to partake in, but I have to be a part of it right now. Just for a little bit longer, not much longer. I will step away from this world completely pretty soon, I think. I'll truly be on my own real soon, actually, in the future. And I'll really be doing what I want to do. Yeah, it will be part of the world, but it will be controlled by me and the way I live in the world completely. And everything I need will be here for me. And it's going to be cool. It'll be a lot freer then. And I'll have everything I want. I'll be done. I won't have to have any more battles of anything. It will be me just walking around being whatever it is that I want to be, doing things that I want to do, and making change, being part of things, and helping turn this world around. And it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny, too. It's going to be hilarious to me. And yeah, I got a little bit of pride and ego left still. I still got a lot. And that's when it's going to be real funny to me. But we'll see. We'll see in the future. Because ultimately, it's not that it's pride and ego, other than the sense of like, I tried. But sometimes, what is it? Sometimes the greatest revenge is just to do it, or to be yourself, like, and then just to prove everyone wrong. And that's what's gonna happen. And then at the same time, I'm not gonna have any time for the past, so it doesn't really matter because it's gonna be new. And my new people, my new community of people will be there, and we're gonna build something together. We're gonna build something great together, and it's gonna be cool, man. And the arts are gonna flourish in it. That's what I'm super excited about, man. I'm just super excited about, in my head, like what's gonna happen in the future of just creative intellect coming together and just creating things that mean something, creating things that change the world for the better, creating things that is ultimately just encased in love and non-judgment, and just living the way that we're supposed to be living in this world and experiencing non-stop good things, you know? And I look at like a lot of stuff, man. I look at a lot of stuff and it's like, I hate how we deem things good and bad, because there are some things that are evil, like, but they all fall in line with the way I think about don't infringe somebody's free will. And it's like, if you don't infringe somebody's free will, like, murder doesn't happen. You know, so boom. Like, if you don't infringe somebody's free will, you're not gonna be robbing people. Like, you're not gonna be hurting people's feelings. You're not gonna be manipulating them. You're not gonna be trying to control them. Like, it makes perfect sense in my brain. And then, like, if you turn your eyes back on yourself and you start loving yourself, because what happened when I started loving myself unconditionally, I started to think like, well, I need to become healthier because I love myself. I need to take care of myself. I need to pamper myself. I need to spend time on myself. I need to spend time with myself. I need to listen to myself. I need to grow. I need to become smarter. All these things just revolving around me, not anyone else, not caring what anyone else thinks, understanding that the only thing that really matters is what I believe and what I find to be true. And then build my new laws and regulations based on that. And how I treat myself is ultimately how you treat other people. So if I treat myself with compassion and care, I'm going to treat other humans with compassion and care. But first, I have to know how to do that to myself. If I forgive myself for all the stupid stuff I've done my whole life, all the dumb mindsets that I've had my whole life, all the times I've allowed people to manipulate me and shame and guilt me my whole life, and once I figured out that I don't want to do any of that stuff to me, then no one has power over me anymore. They can't shame and guilt me for that no more. And I call them out on it as soon as they do it. And they can disagree with me or not, but they know the truth. And they'll have to live with those words until they can change. Well, maybe I am shaming and guilting somebody. I didn't know I was. You know, and it may not take effect today. It's planting seeds. This is all about seeds of change. But with everything encased in love. And love is not all lollipops and sweet tarts. It's not all about being this physical love that we see, this only external love of touching each other and all this stuff. Like, love has to have rules. And you got to defend yourself. You don't have to be mean, but you can be stern. And you can tell people stuff so they can see it and hear it and plant that seed. Because ultimately you want them to become the best version of themselves. And so you know that they have to battle those thoughts and those perceptions on their own. But you can open their eyes to it. And that's what I'm doing. That's what these talks are. That's what these talks are. That's what I love. Like, if you get mad at what I'm saying, look at yourself, bro. What's the deal? Huh? What's the deal? That's what's so funny to me. And I get triggered all the time, so I have to look at this. But everything I say, I've said it. And I ain't taking it back. Maybe I'm sorry for it. Maybe my perception has changed today. But ultimately, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I've made it here because of me. At the end of the day, you've made it where you're at because of you. And that's end of discussion, end of story. Every choice you've made, that's on you. Every choice I've made, that's on me. And I take full responsibility for all of it. All repercussions are real. And I'm okay with it. Whatever's going on in my life, I have to deal with it on my own. And if I ask for help, then I whatever. I would like to get it. And if I don't ask for help, then I don't get it. But when I help people, I don't think about 10 years from now when I'm doing a project and need someone, and I pick up a phone and say, "You remember that time I helped you?" I don't give shame and guilt, but I don't ask for help because of that. As I said, dude, everything I've done in my life has been specific for a reason, and no one will get it. The only person that gets it is me. And it's made my life difficult. It really has. It's actually made it more difficult than it should have been. But that's on me, man. And I don't care. That's me. I did it. And it's funny when you think about it, because it's like, you know what? If I just would have asked for help, things would have been different my whole life. But fuck it. I didn't. And I didn't sell my soul, so I'm cool. Because I don't have to care about it. Yeah, my life ended up this way, but I'm not mad about it. It is what it is. I've learned my lessons, and I'm going to continue to do it the way I do it. That is cool. That makes me happy. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of not asking for help now. It's not a pride and ego thing anymore. I thought it was at first. I honestly thought it was at first. But it's not. I really thought it was a pride and ego thing. But ultimately, it wasn't. For me, it was because I didn't want to owe anyone anything. And that's not the right way to look at it. But that's all I saw growing up. So my perception on that is true. Because that's what I always saw. Dude, and I got proof of this. Like, someone texted us the other day about doing some stuff and brought up something that happened, when we were young kids. We were freaking 11 years old. And they brought it up. And I was like, dude, I knew then. I knew you had alternative motives then, and then you were going to bring it up. That's not what helping is for. You're not supposed to bring up helping people again. And it's funny because people try and trick me up sometimes, I think, about helping them. But I never bring it up. I was like, who cares? I did it. I helped you, whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to bring it up again. It's not my place. It makes 0 sense. I did it because I did it. I wanted to help you. Sometimes it sucks, and sometimes I get tired of it, and then I walk away. But that's the point, man. That's what I'm saying. I love helping people, and I don't want anything in return, man. I really don't. And I'm actually gotten better at it now. I've actually, honestly, since a year and a half, like, now I truly help. Like, if I help you, like, if I say I'm going to help you and not for money, I'll help you, and I don't care, because I said it and I have to hold my end up to it. But if money's involved, or someone tells me they're going to pay me and then they don't pay me, like, that's a different story. That's kind of shitty. And then I separate from those people because you told me you were going to pay me, and then you didn't. And then you just ultimately take advantage of me and of my kind spirit. But you told me you were going to pay me. And it's different if money's never been mentioned. Because then I can freely help you, and that's fine if I say yes. But if I do some kind of physical thing for you, that's different. Like I said, and I'll freely give you my time. I don't care about that. And a lot of times I'll tell people I'll help them, but I'll do it, but just because I want to. I'm not gonna do it for you, and that's what I'm learning. My lesson. I have to learn. I can't just help everyone freely. I'm willing to help, listen to you and talk to you, and give you time like that. But I can't freely sacrifice my body all the time for other people, because this vessel is very important, and it's all I got. It's my worth. It's, like this was gifted to me, and I got to take care of it and manage it. And that's what I'm learning. That's what a lot of what a year and a half has done is it taught me. It helped me draw a lot of lines in the way I do things and what I do. And it's super good. It's super cool. And now you can't just run around free. And these talks are so stupid because they break me. They break my mind, and then they make me change what I'm thinking. And it's good. So I can't just freely be. So this is kind of how I'm seeing it. I can. This is probably my new rules. When it comes to me working or anything involving work or tools or building, I cannot freely give that to you. I cannot. At least right now. But I will freely give you time. and I will spend time with you, but I cannot just freely give you labor. I just can't do it because I have to live. And so anytime that I would be working or getting money for that, I can't. Like if I'm having to do a task, I have to make money when I'm doing it, no matter what. In a discussion, which is cool. It's a cool law to have now. And there will be times when that law can be bypassed, like if someone needs help that is less fortunate or something, that's different. But I'll freely talk to you and freely give you time because you're a human and you deserve it. But if labor is involved, I can't. I'm done. I gotta make money every time. I can't just freely do tasks for people. Well, you would have to pay someone else to do it. So that's just it. Boom. So that's the new law. And that will help me form my decisions coming on in the future. And to get money when money is deserved. And then freely give my time when I need to freely give my time. And that's why I do these talks. It's because every day I'm hopefully creating new laws and regulations on how I'm going to live my life. And just to continue to move forward. So that's cool. So that was worth me talking for an hour. It really was. And tomorrow will be cool. Tomorrow will be fine. I'm going to go to work. Do a bunch of stuff. I got food to take. I got some lemons I've been putting in my water. Not lemons, but limes. They were out of lemons. Just trying to make my water a little bit more acidy. Keep me alkaline as much as possible. I don't know if that works, but whatever. Who cares? Do whatever. As long as they're green, I'll eat it. And today was cool. Like I said, that painting I got to do was fun. The song that I'm listening to is cool. I love it. Makes me want to burn things down. And it doesn't mean I want to physically burn anything physical. I'm just trying to burn down old ideas, burn old timelines, burn old perceptions, and ultimately just burn bridges, man. Dude, burning bridges is fire. I love burning bridges. Because the bridges need to be burned. They need to be burned. Because sometimes people have such big hold on you, and that they're never going to change. And so you're either going to stay in hell with them, the hell that you're allowing to happen to you, or you burn that bridge and you run and you never look back. And you be okay with the repercussions, because ultimately the repercussions don't affect anyone else but you. And that may look like a selfish thing, but it's not. Because at the end of the day, you're the only important thing in this world. Someone gave you a vessel, right? Someone gave you a consciousness. And for you to neglect that, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And I will fight. We can have this debate for all of eternity. Like, you have to take care of yourself first. You have to love yourself first. You're number one. Cody, number one. Whoever you are, number one. Every time. It has to be. You know, and that's kind of like the reoccurring theme that I've had for the last year and a half. And even in the very beginning, I understood it from day one. It was like, wait a minute. I'm the only one here. I'm the only one in my head. I'm the only one controlling this vessel. I'm the only one who is in control of this vessel. I choose whether or not this vessel lives or dies. I choose this. I choose to be healthy or not healthy. I choose to protect myself or not protect myself. I choose it. And that's part of free will. Your creator is giving you free will. Whoever this creator is. That's the point of free will. You can choose to do whatever the hell you want. Every single time. Every single time. You can choose to be a bastard if you want to be a bastard. You can choose to be a punk. You can choose to have a different girl every night. You can choose whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You get the option. You can choose to be prideful and have ego, or you can choose to love. You can choose to be angry at the world, or you can choose to be happy. You can choose to live in the past, which is hell, because you can't change it, or you can choose to live in the now and accept everything as it comes. You get to choose. Ain't no one choosing for you. And I say this with me talking about me just going down a river, not really choosing a lot of things. But ultimately, I'm choosing everything. I'm choosing to get out of bed. I'm choosing to walk. I'm choosing to drive. I'm choosing to go to work. I'm choosing the pain. I'm choosing all this stuff. And that's why a lot of times what I say, like, I know it sounds like it contradicts itself, but it's just bigger than that. It's more complicated yet simple. I'm just choosing to have fun. I'm choosing to love myself. And whatever comes with it, bro. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing to be happy. Yeah, sometimes I get stuck in the past. You know, maybe 30 minutes of this is me just thinking about the past and the way people act and stuff. But like I said, I'll be done with this and I'll be in the present again. And I'll open my door and I'll go inside and I'll be in the present again. I won't even be thinking about the past anymore tonight. It's done. Once I talked about it, it's gone. And it makes me laugh in the moment. And people make me laugh. People make me laugh a lot. And I know because I've been there. I can laugh because I lived in a weird perception. And it was real. No one can tell me otherwise. No one. Because I lived it. It's the way I perceived it. It was just as real as your perspective. It has to be. And we're all just trying to figure it out. But we got to be malleable. And we got to be willing to change. Because what we know to be true yesterday doesn't mean it's true today. And what's true today doesn't mean it's going to be true tomorrow. And if it is, well, you need to at least take time to question it. You need to constantly go back and reevaluate things with new information. Otherwise, you just fall right back into pride and ego, thinking you're smart, thinking you know-it-all, thinking that everything in your brain is right. And like I said, dude, every day I'm just checking myself, and every day I'm learning. And I said, dude, I could be wrong about everything. I really could. Who knows? But I do know I'm happy. I do know I'm having fun. I do know I love painting. I do know I love music, and I do know I love giving myself time. And the world is reflecting that everything I'm doing is right. And the haters let me know that I'm doing right, and the people that don't hate me let me know I'm doing is right. And like I said, I just keep to these laws that I created. Don't infringe on somebody's free will. And just try and show love to everyone. And love myself. And love others in return. treat them how I want to be treated. And that's true in every sense. Because if I don't want to talk to you, I'm not going to talk to you, so I don't want to talk to you. If I want to talk to you, then I'll talk to you. And that's in every way. And who knows, that's what's so crazy. Is loving people doesn't mean you just gotta freely run around hugging people and loving people. Dude, I haven't hugged people in a while, man. For a while there I was hugging people, but it's that balance again. It's finding that balance, and like I said, living in the extreme of not touching people, not hugging people, and then rolling back into the balance of when is it appropriate to hug people, like when is it appropriate to touch people. Like I said, mine's tainted, mine's different, my rules are different, and I don't, like I said, if I'm not welcomed in to hug you, I'm not going to hug you. If you want to hug, I will hug you back. But it's all situational. Like, I don't just run around hugging people freely. Because I don't know. I don't want to infringe on their free will. I think it's rude. And I'll hug everybody. I don't care. I'll hug a stranger. I don't care. But you got to want to hug me back or show me that you want to hug. I'm not just going to walk in there and just hug people. That's so weird to me, bro. That's so weird. It's so weird. But whatever, to each his own. It's actually, the pandemic's helped me a lot, so people don't touch each other anymore. That's funny. But then again, I don't like people touching me because I don't know who they are. Sometimes, I don't know what you're into. I don't know, got some juju on you or some bad energy or negative energy. I don't know how this stuff works yet. I'm still trying to learn about it. I know it's real. I've been feeling people's emotions my whole life, man. And I know that I'm stronger now. And I know I'm stronger than the majority of people. I'm stronger than myself. I'm stronger in my confidence. Dude, and it's so funny. It's so hilarious to me. Just being with people. And then, people saying stuff. And I just laugh. I'm like, dude, I know. When you become confident, everyone knows you're confident. When you are true to yourself, everyone knows that you're true to yourself. When you're unshakable, everyone knows you're unshakable. When you're standing in your power, everyone knows you're in your power. It doesn't matter what you look like, what kind of clothes you're wearing. It's bigger than that. You become a giant bigger than what you can see. It's just real. It's in this world. Your presence becomes big. And it's not being boastful or any of that stuff. It's stepping into who you're supposed to be, who your creator intends you to be. But he's not going to push you into that. That's what's funny, is everyone wants God to do stuff for them. Oh, this creator, it's God. But he's like, dude, I created the world and I created it this way. Well, you have to do it. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. You have to do the act. I can help you. I can show you the way. I can tell you what to do. But if I just did it for you, that's not fair. It's not part of the plan. You have to do it. If you want to be healthy, you got to do what it takes to be healthy. If you want to get stronger, you got to go to the gym. If you want to be able to run 10 miles, well, you got to go run one first. You got to do. You got to sacrifice time for whatever. And yeah, he'll do stuff for you. But you got to put in the work and let him know that you're willing to do the work. And so that's kind of me. I got to go back to work because I got to, even though I'm working on other stuff, that's what sucks. Is I'm spending my time working and creating other stuff, and I'm just not getting the revenue from it yet. But in the future, I will. And this is what I truly love to do. I truly love painting. I truly love talking. And it will grow. It just takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and Cody wasn't built in a day either, man. Cody was built in 36 years, man, and I'm still being built. It's a lifelong process for all of eternity. And it's fun. It's super fun. And I'm gonna go inside and go to bed, man. It's later than I thought. Whatever. I love y'all. Peace.
Set my heart on fire. You fill me with desire. You start an eruption, stirring destruction. You, the flare that ignited this everlasting love. The flare that ignited this everlasting love. The flare that ignited this everlasting tension whenever you're around. Feeling the frustration. Ember is never fading now. You and I burning it down. Boy, we burning it. Boy, we burning it down. Boy, we burning it. Boy, we burning it down. You spark the light inside me. You blaze my heart so brightly. You scorching supernova, taking it over. You the one to inflict this love I'm addicted to. The one to inflict this love I'm addicted. Tension whenever you're around, feeling the frustration. Ember is never